I'm John D'Souza. I was an FBI special agent for 25 years, and I am now trying to let people know the truth of what's really going on around them. You know, when people go against their political leadership in the FBI or whatever organization that they're in, the intimidation, the coercion, the persecution that comes back at us, it takes a devastating emotional toll. It can lead to terrible depression and even suicide. And that's karma. That's karma that is built up for those corrupt political people who do these things. And that karma does come back to them. In 2008, something unbelievable happened for us in the FBI. We were getting lots of rumors about this high-level asset that worked for several intelligence agencies at the same time. He worked for the Saudi intelligence service, he worked for the CIA, and he was being developed as a political asset in Chicago, Illinois. He was not even a United States citizen, but it was said that he was a student visa and that he was a national from another country. In 2008, everyone in the intelligence structure found out who he was. It was this individual whose name I don't like to say, who became president in 2008 of the United States.
That I will faithfully execute
the office of President of the United States.
The office of President of the United States.
One of his code names was Renegade. His real name was Barry Soetoro, but he adopted a different name for his political career. When they ran him for president, the cabal, basically, this was the culmination of so many of their plans for so many years. His mission was to destroy the United States from within, one institution at a time. One of the things he did, of course, was he defunded our military. He brought down the resources that they got. But then he ordered our military in many, many instances and in various theaters to attack our allies and to defend and supply and help our enemies. That's exactly how he created ISIS. He would say publicly that the military were going to bomb our enemies, but then he would have the military actually bomb enemies of ISIS, our allies. He gave ISIS funding and equipment by basically ordering our military to take equipment into a certain theater and then abandon it. And the commanders would say, that's ridiculous. We'd just be handing that stuff over to ISIS. And the president's office would say, don't question orders, just follow your orders. And that was very common. That happened so many times that it demoralized our military. And basically, it took their heart away. It was an awful, awful thing. Whenever the cabal has a successful project, it creates permutations into many other areas and creates more corruption. Like the JFK assassination, spiraled out into many other assassinations that were also incredibly successful. Well, in the case of Renegade, the fact that they were able to get him into office and they were able to get him going with great momentum, destroying American institutions, that spiraled into this huge tornado of corruption. And that whirlwind just got bigger and bigger and affected the lives of so many FBI agents with integrity, people at DOJ with integrity, that just went through everything in the American government, up to and including when Renegade appointed James Comey to be director of the FBI. He was a pretty well-known bagman for the Clinton Foundation. He had been in many places where investigations against the Clinton cartel had been reduced or had been disappeared completely. And he was brought in to be the director of the FBI for the same purpose. We called him the Cardinal. and he was named after the Cardinal Richelieu from the time of Louis XIV, who was a well-known cabal agent who pretended to be religious, a religious authority, but all he wanted was to amass power. Comey was a person who had this theater of being a very holy person, a Boy Scout whose integrity was above reproach. And meanwhile, he was quietly a cabal agent in bed with the Clinton Foundation at all times. You know, as I saw things getting worse and worse with Renegade and things that Renegade was doing, I decided it was time for me to retire from the FBI. I had had 25 years service.